from a plant. Nothing from a plant.
Lighting.
Should I have lighting? I think I look better this way. Hello, everyone.
How about the overhead?
How about that? Oh, I've got to do the other. The people think that I don't know that I'm live. Hello. Hello. Okay. Whatever you're gonna get, you please get. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone out there in Lewis Schaffer world. All my friends and family, the people who are coming to watch Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. You can tell there's something happening. I don't know if you could tell, but they could. I think there's something happening. Venezuela. We could talk about Venezuela. That's such good news. It's really good news. You know how I know it's good news? People are like really on my case. On Twitter, they're on my case, all the lefties, because they realize that they're next. They are next. God bless America. That's a horrible thing to say. I don't even know if I believe that, but they could be next. They could be next. Did you see the press conference? Yeah. Let's see. We'll talk about Venezuela. It's going to be a mess, but right now it's amazing. Right now, isn't it amazing? Right now, but it's not always going to be amazing. Anyway, Zingo says, hello, you handsome brute. I think you're talking about me. Are you talking about me? I think, am I handsome? I don't know if I'm handsome, but I do appreciate you calling me that. Anyway, we will talk about that. Zingo, thank you, Zingo. Alan Williams is here, and Ron Smith is here. And MC Scott has been a tremendously generous supporter of Lewis Schaffer on this stream. Thank you very much. John Van Dam. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Claire and Girl from Mars, who I love. Hello, let's wave hello to Girl from Mars. And Joe, all the late... Oh, the sound. Thank you very much. Could you hear me? Could you hear me thanking people? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see me? I'm gonna have to move this. Where is that thing? Where did that thing go? I don't know. Can you see the thing in the background? I'm not sure it's easily read. Let me see if I can read the background screen. I'm very excited. Very excited. My son, number one, and me, we watched Donald Trump talk. And I almost thought I would see tears in his eyes. Did you think you could see tears? We're going to discuss this in a second. Let's make sure everybody's here. Darklands is here, all the pretty girls. North. I couldn't care less about Venezuela as long as we don't get involved. Well, you are involved. You British people are involved. You're involved because Donald Trump is not the same president that we've had for the last however many years. I don't know what these years are. I mean, you could make a case that George W. Bush was similar to Donald Trump. Possibly. Except Donald Trump is making his own decisions. Whereas George... Hold on a sec. Let's put this up. I don't know what the rules for Christmas is. I don't know what it is. Let's go there. And I'll go over here. Can you see what's on the screen? I can't really read it. I'm reading it along the side over there. Andy is here. Hello, Andy and Joe and Gnome and Mr. Cuff and Ron Smith. We're already up to 25 people watching this thing. We're on the way. I haven't been called to discuss this thing. I'm now, I guess they've decided I'm reckless or I'm bad for the thing. Maybe they got a call. They said, listen, we won't give you as much trouble. We'll give you trouble if you have Lewis Schaffer on the program. And they say we don't need the trouble. That's possibly what it could be. We we don't need the trouble. So that's why I haven't been called. I'm on the way out. The fact that you're listening to me, I think, is a miracle. Is it a miracle that you're listening to me? It's so good. I don't thank you people enough for listening to Lewis Schaffer, because it's not like I'm a super celebrity with millions of people. I mean, yes, we just passed 31 million followers. 31 million followers. Claire is there, beautiful Claire. Who else is here? 31 million. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's not for me. It is a bit for me. It is a bit. So I think, I mean, you have to remember that the communist regime, whether he's a narco guy, whether he is or not, it has nothing to do with that. They should just get him. We're getting him because he's a communist. But because because half of America are filled with like left-wing Democrats. Hold on a sec. Left-wing Democrats. You can't go against communists. Nobody ever mentioned in America communists. They never mentioned it for like years and years. Okay. But because he was a communist and he took away the oil production, here's the reason why we went in there. We went in there because, one, it was relatively easy. The country didn't like the guy. He was unelected. The guy before was elected. The woman before was elected. And this guy kept himself in power. So it was right for America. It wasn't right, but it wasn't wrong. It wasn't wrong. The people were against Maduro, number one. Number two, it's like this is what Americans believe. It's the people in the West believe. They believe that there's always one guy who's causing all evil. And if you just get that one guy, everybody else will be well behaved. It's sort of similar to like, let's get Hitler. There would be no Holocaust if it was Hitler. They love the Jews. The Germans love the Jews. But because of Hitler, he convinced them to, and if you get rid of Hitler, there would be no Holocaust or World War II. Stalin, let's get rid of Stalin. He's the only one that's making the Russians do bad things. He's the only ones. You know, Robbie Williams, and take that. You get rid of Robbie Williams, take that's going to be no. But that's what Americans believe. They always believe in the one guy. The one guy problem. And Maduro is the one guy. Well, at least that's the excuse that they're giving, is that it's this one guy. But you know, number one, so that's it. We got to get, the people don't like him. And Americans want to be liked, and that's why we're doing this thing. The other thing is that they have all the oil. They have all the oil. And when you free up oil, because Americans believe in free trade, believe it or not. I mean, we believe we're going to be rich. We're going to be rich with free trade. And that's all we need to do is just free up this oil. And all we need to do to free up this oil is get rid of Maduro. Okay, number two. Number three, is that it's our oil. It's America's oil. We built the whole process. And maybe we shouldn't have all of it, but basically we created all those machines to pump the oil out of the ground. So why not? Why should they just say, hey, we're not paying you. We're just taking it. We're not paying you. That's what should happen. They should have paid us, but they didn't pay us. But we want our money now. The fourth reason we're in this thing, I'm proud to be a Donald Trump supporter. And the fourth reason is, and there are probably more than this, but the fourth reason is that, and I have been to Venezuela because I'm incredibly well-traveled. I'm so much better than every single one of you people. I've been to Venezuela, and I was there in 1993 before it was taken over, I think. And the women in Venezuela are the most beautiful women in the world. they're just amazing. They're amazingly beautiful, beautiful. I was gay at the time, but the women there were so beautiful. And they used to walk around the way every woman in the world should walk around like they're Venezuelan. They're so proud. They have great posture. The way they put their hands and their feet, and they don't leave the house without putting a little bit of lippy on and eyeliner. They look good, and they are a lesson to women everywhere. The left in the world hate the Venezuelan women. And they don't want the word to get out how beautiful the Venezuelan women are. They're not beautiful because they're communists. They're beautiful because they want what's best. They want what's best. I was gay at the time. I wasn't really a bit gay. I know I was there in 1993 or 4 or 5. I don't remember what year I was there. And they are beautiful, and they carry themselves with great aplomb. And the competitiveness that this country has is with the Colombians, who also are incredibly beautiful women. Incredible, beautiful women. And both of them would be fighting over the Mr. Universe competition. Who is the most beautiful woman in the world? Okay, so that's number 4. That's the 4th reason. And the 5th and most important reason is this. Is Cuba, you're next. That's the reason. Is that they're putting a little bit of fear into people going to have to be nice to America. Colombia, stop bad-mouthing America. You're next. Britain. Maybe not. But how much can you push America? How much can I be pushed around before you say, you know what, we better be nice to Lewis Schaffer? You better be nice to Lewis Schaffer. Flights are cheap to Venezuela. From where? I took a flight to Venezuela. It's not super far away. It's the furthest place you can get to in the Caribbean. I guess it is in the Caribbean. It's part of South America. I mean, I just remember I went to a place called Coro, which is this old town. Panama Canal, that's not in Venezuela, but I've been there too. I've been all over the place. Are you proud jingoist warhawk, Lewis? Sounds so from what you are saying. Yes, I'm not. I am and I'm not. I'm not a warhawk. But sometimes people need, if you steal somebody's money, you better pay them back. Okay? You better pay them back. Now, here's reason why 6, I didn't even write down these reasons. 6th reason why this was good is because America needs to get their military used. And they need to be competent. And Donald Trump, remember, it's like if you've got a horse, you've inherited a horse, you say, I don't like to ride. The horse wants to be ridden. Let me rephrase that. The horse wants to run around. So you might as well get on the horse. You say, I'm just going to leave the horse in the stall. Well, eventually the horse becomes very, very unhappy. And we've got an American military, and they want to be used. What's happened in this country is your British military, they also want to be used, but you haven't used them so long they forgot what their purpose is. Okay? And the military needs to be used. So that's 6 reasons. Would I have said that they should do this? I think countries need to fight themselves to win their own freedom, to learn how to be a real country. And only in an emergency. This is like what's happening in Iran. What's happening in Iran? Is America going to go into Iran? I don't think America should go into Iran. My birthday's in March 30th, so be prepared for my birthday. The horse is bolted. Yeah, eventually they say the horse wants to get out and wants to run. And that's what the U.S. military, under Joe Biden, faggy Joe Biden, okay, super low cholesterol levels, super low senility, okay, causes senility. Because of that, okay, who did we have before Joe Biden? We had Donald Trump, who tried his best in his first administration, but he learned a lesson about how evil the deep state is, okay? This could be one of those things. I'm a big fighter, Hugh. Hugh Janice says, is this going to be another evening where Lewis fights the entire stream, isn't it? Yes, it could be. I support Donald Trump, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Your birthday is written in my calendar. Thank you, Claire. Write it in your calendar. You're on fire tonight. I'm on fire because I was attacked online by scummy people because I'll tell you what happened online if I could read the comments online if I can. So he said F off to me. F off. F off. I don't know. Weird how you didn't address the meat instead. Here is the point. The point is, people in this country can't believe that people support Donald Trump. They can't believe it because you've been lied to by the BBC. BBC have lied to you. They're just a constant barrage of lies. Everybody there, some super rich Indian broadcaster, Indian news person is doing the news, and they're richer than any English person is. I wonder what Lewis's fat GB News friend makes of all of this. He's against it. He's fucking fat, which is disgusting. And you're disgusting too if you don't tell me. I woke up today. I was 77.2. I was 76.6, now 77.2. We can be thin and beautiful. We can be thin. We can be thin and manly and beautiful. Vatanai is here. He says I should be president. The point is that this country has lied to the people, and you've paid these people to lie to you. You've paid the BBC. And I'll tell you something. I had a friend of mine who works for the BBC, and she just says she's like a little bit older. She's like, not as old as I am, because I am old. Sorry, girl. Am I yelling? Is that the people the BBC knows they know their day is gone. They could have done something similar, but they've sold themselves out. They're a communist news organization. Big Brother communists. That's what the BBC stands for. Eugenics says, just think, if that guy had managed his BMI, Lewis would still have had a TV career. Yes, if he'd been thin. And it wasn't that. I was in a really bad mood. I couldn't get my computer screen to work because you can't have two videos working at the same time. So I didn't know what to do. And my son wasn't here, so I didn't know. I struggled to understand why you were so excited about this. It's just morons having a go at one another. Nothing to do with us being brainwashed. Everything, Noam. Everything. We have to fight communists. And we have to fight the Islamic nutcases. They need to be controlled. And the way you control them is through physical violence. I'm sorry. 31 people watching, says John Van Dam. That's brilliant. Thank you. Only 17 likes. Come on. There's 14 of you haven't liked the threads. Zingo says, I'm beautiful. Thank you very much, Zingo. Thank you very much. And so it has a lot to do with it. This is what America should do. There was a motto in America in the 1700s, don't tread on me. You could Google that. Don't tread on me. And they were speaking to the English and the British, Scots, whatever. We're our own independent country. The BBC had anti-Israel bias as far back as the 1970s. Of course they do, because they're communists. And they could see Israel is an independent country, and they don't like independent countries, except Palestine, which Palestine doesn't even see themselves as an independent country. They see themselves as a Muslim caliphate. That whole area used to be filled with Jews, and after the Jews, it was all Christian. Syrians were Christians. Lebanon was Christians. And Egypt were Christians. A lot of it was Christians. I too despise commies and jihadis, Lewis. Okay, but there is doing things right, and there is doing this. So what? The narco barons is in the hands of the U.S. Now what? Some other prick will fill his shoes. That might not be true. The truth is that if we've learned a lesson, and I tell you something, I like these guys that are doing this, is that they will run it. They will run it for the benefit of America. Okay. And that's what I believe. I believe it. I mean, everybody, we can't hurt anybody's feelings. We can't hurt anybody's feelings. But the successful countries hurt people's feelings. The American Constitution is a mirror of the original English Constitution. Yet, first of all, there is no English Constitution. If you could show me a copy of the English Constitution, maybe the bill, whatever it is, whatever that thing, the Groucho Marx papers, what was it called in the field, in the Magna Carta, the Magna Carta. It is. They were all English people. The best English people. And when I say English, I mean Scots, Irish, Picts, Anglo-Saxons, Jutes. They went to America and they say, we want more freedom. And they had more freedom. We had more freedom. But so you're right. Okay, John Van Dam says GB News, just like the rest now. Each side gets to hold what points to argue for. Lewis wouldn't be told. He hates everyone. Ha, women are horrible. There's truth to that. And there's truth to that. That's what was so good about the Donald Trump thing. The Donald Trump press conference, he had Pete Hegseth, who's a real man. He had Marcus Rubio, who would like to be a real man. He had a general who was a real man. And then he had the Jew all the way in the end who was barely in picture. Thank you, Claire, for saying I look delicious. There was no women there. There wasn't any black people there. It was, there could have been black people, but it wasn't like, we've got to make an announcement. We got to have a woman here. We've got to have a Bangladeshi here. We've got to have a black guy here. It wasn't that, and that's what made it great. Good King John, Lewis, says Andrew Rubin, is buried in Worcester Cathedral, the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta is not the Constitution. The Constitution and we've had the longest Constitution ever. And Americans believe in it because it's so brilliant. Mostly. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant. And if it's not brilliant, then they change a bit of it. Basically, Girl from Mars here. So what I'm saying is it was a great day for America. How it's going to turn out, obviously it's going to be a nightmare. It's like when they took over Iraq. I mean, the people of Iraq were happy, but it wasn't, you can't, America shouldn't take over any countries. It can barely, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't. Grok. No, President Nicolas Maduro is not fat. He is described as having a burly, husky build. He's fat. I think he's fat. I didn't call him fat on the air, but he is fat. Stalin's mouth is stuffed with I don't know what insight that's giving. The Constitution for us sort of doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. You don't have a Constitution. It's a collection of precedent, tradition, and documents across time. It's not a Constitution. It hasn't been voted on. It hasn't been approved. It isn't the list of the rules for the country that are immutable. The fact is, Keir Starmer is banning elections, is blocking elections. That's a violation of the American Constitution. The president can't do that. And what's his name? Gay Joe Biden. He's not even gay. He's worse. He's horrible. Okay. Is that he went against the people. Joodles is here. We've been waiting for you. I was going to say, where is Joodles? Where's my friend Joodles? Some are. It's like getting to that point across when nobody is listening. But I shouldn't be screaming. I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate. Americans are passionate. Maybe we British people, which I consider myself slightly, ever so slightly a British person, need to be passionate about this country. That's what's great about America. They're really passionate. They're totally, totally passionate. Chartel is here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Chartel. Ruben saw you in 2CTV, but moving too quick. Laugh out loud. I did say hi. Was Ruben on 2CTV? Iraq, not attack, was full of warring tribes. It was never going to work. Okay? And we let Iran stay in business. And they were a really horrible force, a force for evil, the Iranians. I mean, it felt good to do it. And it just showed how powerful we are. I mean, we didn't make any money out of it. Why should have America done it? America had an idea that it would save the world because of the countries which have the most oil. Okay, number one, Iraq had Saddam Hussein. Iran was under the Islamists. Saudi Arabia was okay for us. And I think George Bush, and I think they thought, all we got to do is get rid of Saddam Hussein, and all this oil will flow to everybody, and it'll make the world amazing. That's what they thought. That was over 20 years ago. Biden left Black Hawks in Afghanistan to be backwardly engineers. Trump is protecting Americans from fentanyl. So you're saying that Biden was bad, and Trump is bad as well. Is that what you're saying, Paul Yerwood, my friend Paul Yerwood, super bright guy, not good looking, and a bit fat, but not super fat. What does Tusi make of this? He's probably happy with it. He's happy with it. You know, he's on the team Israel, team Iran. I mean, new Iran, team America, team. I like Tusi. I watch him a lot lately. I like him a lot. The globalists took over and changed England, Wales, and Cornwall, and made up Britain and the UK. What does that mean? And made up? They changed England, Wales, and Cornwall, and made up. Yes, that's true. England stopped being England, and now it's Britain and the UK, and they go, "Oh, I'm British. I'm British." They're so fucking proud to be British. Those people. But they're not English, and that's what they'd like to be. Or maybe they wouldn't like to be British. So in the end of the day, English people, it's nice to know you. You're all on your way out. Yeah, laugh out loud, Chartel. Yes, it's hard to keep up with so many in the room. Yeah, we got a lot of people in the room. How many people do we have in the room? Hey, everybody, can we like the stream? 20 people liking the stream, 32 people. That's probably as many as we can watch. But the truth is, I'll tell you what the unbelievable truth is. The unbelievable truth is we are having a lot more people are watching this stream. I mean, at any time we have 35 people here, but we're getting 250 people watching it, which is, we're rising. I'm proud to be British. Are you proud to be English? It's like what happened in Russia. Russia was always Russia, but the Latvians, the Lithuanians, the Georgians, they didn't want to be called Soviets. They wanted to be called Latvians. Whereas everyone is going, oh, we're not, we're Soviets. We're not Russians. So people forgot that they were Russians. Like yesterday's show, 230 views. The day before show, 284 views. Not that the views mean anything, because you're so important to me, people. You're so important. Gary Warren and Andrew and Ruben and Ron Smith. So I don't care. I'm just happy. I'm happy that you're here. You come back. We come back. We have you allow me to scream at you. I used to be hot in my 30s, says Paul. I have photos. Trump, never mind. The Nobel Prize will be canonized as a saint when he is through. A case could be made, Paul. A case could be made. He wants to go down as the best president. Remember what he is. He's like Lewis Schaffer. He grew up with me. You can see the patriotism as he's discussing this military action. That's what Americans are all about. I'm sorry. Britain used to be like that way too. But you're not allowed to be that way. But Americans Americans, we want to be that way. Andy is a mess to look at. I don't think so. I think you're lovely. I think you're lovely. Zingo, she's rising. Lewis Schaffer for Stadium of Uncooked Addicts in the summer. We need to make this so, says Paul. Thank you, Paul. We need to make it so. We need to make it so. I'd like to make it so. I'd like to get the fact that I haven't been called to be on any of these programs. Okay? I haven't been called. Maybe it would be nice to be called. Hold on, somebody did call me. Who called me here? But I mean, you can't just call. You've got to leave a message. Let's say you call. Let's see if anybody's left a message from me. Let's see. A pretty girl with a headphone named, I don't know who this girl is. She's got 9,000 followers with 24 mutual friends. She's a digital creator. Okay. She's a digital creator. I don't know who that is. So that's tell me right now. Let's do this right now. Tell me why you think this was a mistake for America to do. And it should be. If you wanted to be an MP, counselor, a civil servant, both of your parents should be English. No. No, but you should at least be born in this country. Donna, don't you think that's right? We should be born. Andy says, when I was 140 kilos at powerlifting competition, a woman called me cute. Sheesh. Yeah, because you looked your best. You probably looked your best right then. When was she good looking, though? Trump has saved more lives than any other president and taken very few in comparison. That's basically true. I mean, no Americans were lost in this Venezuela thing. That's quite a surprise. Alan Williams, who's one of Judel's favorites. Alan Williams, I'd be more inclined to be a jihadi if there wasn't 72 virgins at the end of it. Geez, Allah, read the Rube. That's very funny. Yeah, that's very, very funny. 72 virgins who have complained, I was too young. He knew I was too young. Yes, Steve agreed. This shower of S has dragged our reputations through the mud. What shower of, I'm proud of what Britain once was. But what exactly? Britain was great. It was basically great because of the English. And a little bit, and the Scots too. They did a lot of great stuff, and the Welsh and the Irish. But for somebody who barely speaks English in this country to go around saying I'm British and proud to be British, can't you tell that I'm British? You're prejudiced me against being British. I mean, that's the problem. Every new person that comes into this country diminishes the Englishness of the country. Am I right about that? Diminishes the English. Whereas every person that comes to America, it might diminish the whiteness of America, but it doesn't diminish the Americanism. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm saying thank you to somebody, but I can't mention who it is. Oh, I've got a picture of Paul Howard. Oh my God, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Oh my God, who do you look like? Look at those eyes. Are you like half A? That's not you. Is that really you? Is that really you? You're not, you are really, Paul Howard put up a picture. Go to Discord and put the picture up on Discord for people to see. It's, Andy says the 72 virgins were all male. No, I never heard that before. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. They aren't virgins. The original transcript says goats. They changed when the Nutters took Islam over as a recruiting tool. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's a war machine. It's a conversion machine. It's a war machine. It's so that people could have sex with underage women, or they could have sex with boys. Sounds like America want to put their own man in power. All about the masses who went out. What about the masses who went out to vote? Most of the masses, John Miller, most of the masses were voted for the other guy. They didn't vote for Maduro. They wanted Maduro gone, and he didn't leave. He didn't leave. He thought he was like a lot of dictators. He thought that they're loved, that he was loved, and he wasn't loved. There was a survey I saw last night where people were asked who were the most brutal and destructive colonizers of all time. Britain was over 75%. Just shows the nonsense people are taught. Yeah, that is a tragedy. That Britain has done more good for this world, and England is the biggest part of Britain, has done more good for the world than any other nation. More good. Created America. It created universities. It created a monetary system. It created people living in peace to make money. Britain has done more good. It's also, when they ask who's super dangerous, and they always mention the Jews. The Jews. There's 12 Jews in the entire world. Toxic Goyhole says, British always meant establishment, i.e. the government. British only because it became a national identity in 1948. It wasn't the British that fought the Nazis for years. Before, oh, look what you brought. Did you bring me something? There you go. Oh, my God, look what that is. What is that? Is that a kiwi fruit? Right. Oh, look at that. Look what my son brought. What exactly is this? Oh, he bought it on discount, too. I shouldn't eat this. I should not eat this. It's a pork pie, Melbourne, whatever it's called. Mini Melton Mowbray pork pies. Exactly. Is that the more the British became the British, the less the English became the English. And then they forgot to care about themselves. The left wing are suicidal death cults. They have suicidal empathy. John Miller, I have something to tell you about that vote, something that may shock you. Hold on to your hat, says you, Janice. I shouldn't eat that. I'm not going to eat that. The Jews are the best of us 12 tribes. Yeah, I mean, maybe we are the best. I mean, we're not the best. Well, in terms of very few people stay being Jews. Everybody is Jewish blood because you can't stay Jewish and live because they're constantly trying to kill you. Those sponge rolls found in local convenience stores, but not in supermarkets, are simply the best. It's not a sponge roll. It's a Melton Mowbray pie. I shouldn't be eating this when I'm doing this. I'm not British, says Toxic Oiled. I'm English by grace of God. No government has a contract with me. Except they do. They control our lives. Look at Keir Starmer. What a horrible human being that guy is. Hang on. It's a pork pie. I'm off to tell the rabbi. Yeah. I mean, it's if you want to be, whatever it means to be a Jew, there's a lot of restrictions. It's not great. Sorry. I'm sorry. And my son, producer, thank you very much. I have carrot cake I made. Laughing my A off. Looks a mess, but tastes good. I like carrot cake, but I don't like carrot cake because it's made with carrots. And carrots are not like a prime thing. Piccalilli goes boss with pork pie. I don't think I've ever had piccalilli. I think I may have bought it once. What is piccalilli, John Van Dam? What does it taste like? I know, says Kermit. I was flabbergasted myself. France, Spain, and Portugal, and the British. Even on that list, I wouldn't say we're the worst. Proof by any English-speaking country is doing better than the others. Proof, that's right. Look at the countries that Britain has taken control and brought people to or immigrated to. Australia, even Canada, shithole Canada. is better than 99% of all the countries in the world. You know, so the problem with India, British people going to India, is there weren't enough of you guys there. You know, it's only how many, 30,000 or 50,000? I remember eating over 30 pies in 1989. 30 pies at one time or 30 pies during the entire year. And what kind of pies? What kind of pies? This country has pies. America doesn't have pies. If you say, I'm going to have a piece of pie, you wouldn't think of the pies that we have in this country, which can be very delicious if they're made right. They have to be made like a pork pie or a beef pie, steak pie. It has to have a lot of different stuff in it. Piccalilli, says John Van Dam, tastes singy. It's like mustard vinegar and pickled square. What is a pickle square? What is a pickle square? That's what he thinks. I don't like Rangers or Celtic, says Birdseye. How did we get into that discussion? I shouldn't be eating this while the show is on. I should be worried about getting back on TV. I should be, but maybe when this thing picks up, maybe because I'm getting better, but we're getting better and better at this. It's interesting, I think. Maybe it's not interesting. I can't tell. Gad Saad says most Jews eat, prosecute, plus have cheeseburger. I'm guessing only you have one fridge. Now, I've got two fridges, but I don't. Ed Miliband has two kitchens. So his wife keeps kosher, even though he inexpertly eats bacon. Eats a bacon buddy. Yes. Well, what do you mean by prosecute, Paul? Paul said this. Most Jews, what we do, that doesn't make us not Jewish. You know, we know we shouldn't eat it. We know. That's the key thing. You got to know, like, you know something's wrong, but you do it anyway, but you know it. It's so good. I love water too, but you have to drink water when you have carbs. Can you see a little bit of carbs? And you have salty meat. Well done on your predictions yesterday, Alex. Okay. If you want to get back on TV, then you need to get an effing haircut. Is it too long? I mean, why do I have to get a haircut? Do I look not professional enough, Ruben? There was a Jewish NBA player named Danny Wolf from Brooklyn. Well, I don't know who it is. I know my doctor, my colorectal surgeon. His son was like 6'5" or 7 inches tall or 8 inches tall. And he got hunted by the Chicago Bulls to play basketball. Never played a game of basketball his entire life. But he was tall and Jewish. So they thought, oh, we can have him on the team and we can get more people to come to our show. So that doesn't really mean much. I support St. Mirren in Chelsea for my English team. Is that a joke? Birdseye. We are all naughty. We are all naughty. The rabbi is naughty. The rabbi is naughty. It's like me. I'm trying my best to be on a keto diet. But I'm not. I had a bagel today. I went out and I had half a hamburger, half a bun. You know. And so I had a bagel and a half. Bagel and a half. But I'm getting better every single day. It's only January 3rd. Let's be good. I knew okay. All right, there you go. Enjoy it. You really should be on GB News. Haven't Nick either. Zingo, thank you, Zingo. But I should be doing something else. Somebody should. I mean, I think to myself, that's my problem. That's everybody's problem. I think to myself, I'm amazing. Why aren't they calling me? And then I think, I'm worthless. I'm worthless. Of course they're not going to call me. Andrew Gold is a shoe-in for B-ball as he is tall as Leo Kearse. Yes. And better looking. I was at a party with him. He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely guy. I watch his show. And I watch 2C TV. 2C TV. Get a trifle. It's better than sex. Yeah, it can be. Can be. It can be better than sex. I mean, is sex so good? It can be good. It's good. Leo Curse is so good, Andy. I like Leo a lot. He's a good guy. I need to be more like. That should be my New Year's resolution. To be more like, so they call me. I need to be more aggressive. Maybe I need to get a haircut. There's something about my hair that just doesn't look right to people. I'm sort of going bald, a bit bald. But I'm 70 years old. I'm 73 years old. 74 on March 30th. That's old. Live litter picking, says Ruben, with guests. BAFTA award winning. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But then I have to call people up. Come down, come to Peckham, come to Nunhead. It's so far out of the way. It's so far out of the way. Andrew Gold is getting a bit of backlash over his interview with that Steve Law fellow. What happened there? I did not see that. What kind of backlash? I don't even know who Steve Law is. I think I don't know. Maybe I know who he is. I love your hair, Chartel says. Silver Fox you. Yes, I'm a dead fox that's been run over on Brenchley Gardens Road. That's what I am. I'm a dead fox. I'm a dead fox. I'd rather be a young fox than a dead fox. Walking, talking, and stalking with Lewis Schaffer. That's interesting. I'm going to write that down, Steve. Walking, talking, and stalking. Maybe it should be stalking, walking, and talking with Lewis Schaffer. That's not bad. That's not bad. Thank you, Steve. He is an ethno-nationalist who thinks gold is not English enough not to be deported. What do you mean? Say that again. Say that again, Kermit. He is an ethno-nationalist, okay, which we all are to a degree, who thinks that gold is not English enough not to be deported. What do you mean? He should be deported or not deported? Can you rewrite that? Can you rewrite that for me, Kermit? Combine the two, have sex with a trifle. I'll tell you something. I know who I am, how I am. I will eat anything at any time. I'm like a foodaholic. I mean, even when I'm having sex, I'm thinking to myself, what's for dinner? I mean, this is what I am. I think most people, I think food is more important than sex because, you don't need sex every day. Okay. Well, that's very interesting, Alex. I should live stream going out and finding stuff in the street. I'll show you what I found. Hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. Everybody, go to Twitter. Go on to Twitter, please. So good. How many calories? You want to see what do you do? What did I find? Found something. Here, look what I found. Look what I found, everybody. I found a Halford's car vacuum cleaner. Can you see that? You see what that looks like? What else did I find? Hold on, don't go anywhere. This is this is unbelievable. You're going to be blown away by this. This is going to be blown away. This is what I found. Can you see that? Did I tell you this yesterday? I don't think I did. I find stuff. Look at this. Do you know what this is? Do you see that little mark there? It's a polo by Ralph Lauren. It's so soft. It is so. It is like nothing. Maybe I should wear it the next time. I put it on Vinted. You can buy it because I don't like pink. Pink is pink my color. I need to go get a little sunbed things. But I found this thing. It's like 150-pound polo shirt. Yes, it's not salmon. Is it salmon? It's pink. What would you say? Ralph Lauren. Yes. How beautiful is this? It's so beautiful. Ralph Lauren. I found that. And then I'll show you what else I found, which I've washed already. Which I washed. Can you see this? It's by ASOS. It's a pair of track things. Look at how nice it is. Look at how nice. What size is it for you girls? It's a, hold on a second. Let's see what the size is. I think it's a small. It's a small. It's not for me to wear, but it's for girls. I think it's for girls. That's what I found last night in the street. I don't know if there's stuff being thrown out. I found other stuff, but I can't take anything, any kind of furniture home. And then here, look at this thing. Look at this. Look what else I found. It's like practically brand new. Unless it's used, I can't tell. It's a pair of jeans from River Island. It's worth £5 probably on Vinted. You guys can go to my Vinted page. I found and another pair. Look at this, another pair. Let me just say this. Do you see these jeans? Do you see how thin they are? Do you see the leg? Can you see the leg? This is the shape I want my girlfriend to be in. This is not girlfriend, whatever. This is the shape. I want you to be in this shape. I'm going to put this online on my hold on a second. I'll write it down. Have you been to Vinted, you guys? Have you been to Vinted? Don't go anywhere. Can we like the stream? I don't know if you like the stream. Let's get up to 30 people liking the stream. If you go to Nunhead Man on Vinted, that's the name of my account, and you can see the stuff that I'm selling. Thank you, Alex. I think they're perfect for Vinted. And then I also found 2 pairs of shoes. The program is Nunhead Combing with Lewis Schaffer. Most Ralph Lauren is made for outlet now from places like Bicester Village. Yes, I used to go up there. I'm worried you knocked a guy off for the clothes now, though. Yeah, a lot of it goes to the outlet shop, but a lot of it is quality. You can feel the quality of it. What the fuck? You keep finding things, says Chartel. Could be wanted by police for a crime. I'll show you more stuff that I found yesterday. I can't tell if these are for boys or girls. I can't tell. But can you see this? Can you see how nice this is? Look at this. Look at these shoes. Look at the shoes. They're Crocs. Look at its perfect uppers. The bottom are not that great. It's a bit soft over here. You might have to put something underneath there to make it. I'm selling it for £7 or something like that. I mean, The disgruntled market trader selling tat from his chair. Sorry, Julian. I guess that's what I'm doing. I just, it's, I mean, I've never felt this way. The thing about Vinted is I walk every day. So I have to go to the Vinted pickup place, whichever they are. One's on East Dulwich Road, one's on Barry Road, one's up here on Forest Hill Road. Right? I have to go anyway, so I go, and it's good walking. Show and tell. Is there anything interesting? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Is this looks a bit soft over here? Can you see how soft that is? It's very thin. It's very thin. But maybe if I take I don't know if I can take the inside. The inside's blue. Can you see the nice blue? It just seems like maybe the inside's been replaced. I can't get it out. Any sex toys? I usually see them around. No, but I would pick one up. I mean, I pick up garbage with my bare hands. I'm totally not afraid of germs anymore. Haha, you are brilliant, Lewis. So funny. Thank you, Zingo. I mean, I don't know if this is funny, but it's interesting to me. I have an armada of sex toys, Andy says. Yeah, sex toys can be good. You need a girl to go with it, or maybe a guy, whatever you're going to do. Have you found any dirty books? Yes, I found 19, because we were talking about having a book club in the first few weeks, and I think maybe the first book that we were talking about was 1984. Do you remember that, anybody? Anybody? John Van Dam says, it sounds like a good hobby, Lewis. Bet it catches on, be a trendsetter. Yes, no, I don't want you. I guess so. Go around and see if you can pick stuff up. I mean, there was kind of like a little desk, which it was a bit too small, and then there was a cabinet. You know, you could see these kind of cabinets here. Can you see the cabinet there? And there was, I don't know if that's what it's called, bookshelves or something. And I didn't take it home. It was too heavy for me to take home. I was too far away. Urban bin dives are great. Yeah. Especially around here, there's a certain type of person. They're always moving in, moving out, I guess, maybe. They're a certain middle-class person who looks to come to Nunhead for maybe their first or second home. So they bring a lot of stuff, and then they move out for their third home, and they dump the stuff. They dump the stuff. So let's just dump the stuff. We've been here an hour. Everybody, go make sure you're on Twitter. Make sure we're on Discord. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the stream. It's free, but it'll tell you what shows we're doing. That Chartel thinks I'm funny too. I don't know if I'm funny. I'm odd. I don't know if I'm odd, but enough people have said to me, Lewis, you are really odd. You are really odd. After tonight's show, I'm going to go see if my son wants to go out. We might go out. We might go out. I'm not finding Lewis Schaffer on Discord. There's the Lewis Schaffer Discord thing. There, Kermit gave you the link. Does that link work? Andy says I'm funny. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I'd like to think that I'm funny because if this is comedy, satire, then I can get away with saying some horrible, horrible things. But if it's not, I'm in big trouble, I think. What's your Vinted handle, please? It's Nunhead Man. It's Nunhead Man. Here it is. I'll write it down. Can you see it? Nunhead Man. There it is. Lewis Schaffer, Nunhead Man. Nunhead Man. Nunhead Man. Let's go. There we go. For Jew. Yeah, some that are funny, much funnier than I am. I'm gonna be. Oh my God! It's a month away. I've got to prepare for my show. I haven't done anything. Video yourself finding shit, Lewis. We can post them as shorts. Yeah, it'd be better. It would be funny if I was like walking around with somebody. Arsenal are nailing it 3-1 They're no dubs, but they're good. I mean, what happened with who's playing? When is Crystal Palace playing? Are they playing tomorrow? Football is the best thing about this country. The best thing. The best thing. Let's see what's going on. All competitions. Villa beat Forest. Okay, that's good news. They're back on track, Villa. Brighton beats Burnley. Brighton, we've got a problem with Brighton, being a Palace fan. The Wolves won against West Ham. Wow. And Arsenal beat Bournemouth. What about the games tomorrow? Let's see what's on tomorrow. Leeds versus Man United. That's tomorrow. Everton versus Brentford. Tomorrow. Fulham versus Liverpool. Newcastle. Palace is going up to Newcastle. No, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a tough match. Football is by far not the best thing about this country. Not anymore. That's gone to shit. So what is the best thing? Tell me what the best thing is. What is the best thing? Yeah, we've got the Joodles. Thank you, Joodles. I should have been reading this. But Joodles says we're playing the Magpies, which are what they call Newcastle. As Paul called himself Lewis. Laugh out loud. Where have you called me Lewis? Sport is meaningless. Yes, it is, but that's what's good about sport. It's meaningless. You need a diversion. During the bad times, we need diversions, and that's what sports is. We need to hear some good news. We need to hear some bad news. We need to hear something that's not news at all. At least Newcastle fans have heart. They do. They've got heart. In Discord, Lewis Schaffer has just joined. That wasn't me. Who joined as Lewis Schaffer? Everybody, don't do that. Don't do that. Make it, laugh out loud. It could be a fake name, Kermit. You need to keep an eye on it. Yes. Please, Ruben, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Scottish football sucks ass, to being honest. Well, probably one of the reasons it sucks is because the weather is just so bad up there. But it's bad in England, too. It's rainy. It's horrible. It's horrible in England. Okay? I hate to break this to you, Julian, but life is essentially meaningless, says Joodles. It can be, yeah, it can be. But you gotta pretend that it's not. You've got to pretend that it's not. I mean, nothing that I'm doing is that important, but you've got to pretend. It's not the failure. It's the hope that kills me. That's what Andy says. It's the hope. It's the hope. Is this year is going to be the year. We're going to win. We're going to win it all. We can do what never can be done. And you can't. You can't. You can't. Your stream is the best thing on YouTube. Thank you very much, Vatanai. Thank you. I don't know what it is exactly, but this is what I did with stand-up. Is if you do the same thing over and over and over again, something funny could come out of it, will come out of it. If it's like 10,000 hours, it's that theory. Weather bad here, Lewis. Where are you, Zingo? Weather's bad everywhere. It's bad in London. You got to get out and about. I'm not getting out. Lewis, you're the best import ever. I appreciate that, Andy. I am imported. My girlfriend, my wife imported me into the country. Are you in Scotland? Are you in Scotland, Zingo? Yes, no bad weather, just crap clothes. I've heard that saying said a lot. Yeah. I mean, but the problem is when the weather changes, your great clothes turn into crap clothes. Or when you get wet, your great clothes turn into crap clothes. As a true and proud Englishman, MC Scott says, I shouldn't like Celtic. Is it Celtic or Celtic? But they are my team, so you should. You should. Well, it's like me. You got to like the team that's close by. You got to like the team that your family likes. You know, I don't like somebody who, if I don't know, what did you have? Did you eat one of those yourself? I'm not allowed to talk to my son. That's so sad. Football, because I don't think it's authentic. I don't think it's authentic. Here in Kent, the weather is just like summertime. It's beautiful. It's always summer in Kent, with the key difference being it's 3 degrees outside now. Yeah, it's like summer, but it's like 3 degrees out, negative 3 degrees. That's what it is here. You know, I live almost in Kent or Surrey, one of those two things. I live right. It used to be. I mean, we live right near Broccoli or Honor Oak, and those places used to be something like that. Malcolm Gladwell embraced the 10,000 hours thing, but Douglas Murray showed it full of shit. He caused the 2008 crash. Douglas Murray. I'd like to see that. Is it on YouTube? Maybe I can Google that. Douglas Murray 10,000 hours. Have you heard that? I'm gonna have to look on YouTube. I'm gonna look on YouTube. I don't see the video. I like Douglas Murray. I'm sorry. Is that wrong for me to say I like him? No, Malcolm Gladwell caused the crash. His book Blink, which promoted following gut, was handed out to traders by pallet load. Okay, and you think he caused the crash in 2008? Crashes come normally. They're so common. There's a million crashes. There's always a crash. But wait, send me the link and I'll look at this thing. Everything is meaningless. Sports helps us deal with that. Yours sincerely, an Everton fan. Well, of course you're going to think sports is meaningless because Everton should be a lot better than they are. They should be a big team, and they got a big stadium, and they got lots of followers. The problem with Everton is they're not called the Liverpool Everton team. The Liverpool Everton team. And why shouldn't they be called the Liverpool Everton team? Everything is meaningless. I love Snow Zingo, says Shortell. Naked snow angels are great. End up with chuff though. You did it a snow angel naked, like having the snow touch your body. I'm against being cold. Cold is not healthy, but even going cold in the snow. I guess so. What did you do? You ran into the house and took a shower? Currency is feck made up, but houses exist. Yeah, well, why should a house be worth £1 million this year and 10 years ago it was worth 250,000? The feels like temperature will be -8 degrees tomorrow morning in London. It could be a bit colder up here in Nuthead. We're up on a hill. Let's see what it's going to be tomorrow. Sunday, it's going to be. It doesn't say. No, it doesn't say that here. And I had set it into Fahrenheit, and I want it back into Celsius or centigrade. What do we call it? Do we call it centigrade or Celsius? Tough. I'm 49 in February. Can't wait for snow. Yeah. Everybody likes snow. I mean, we need more. This country could use a bit more snow. But then again, it's so rarely like really bitter cold. And that comes from having a frozen earth and snow on the ground. That cold wind can howl in. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. There's Twitter there, everybody. That's my dad at the end of the R. I'm 95, love snow. I mean, okay. Okay, says Andy. Andy, very funny. Ruben says, it's -3 degrees with a -6 wind chill effect. That makes you feel cold. Kermit, I will film it, post it, film it, post it. I think we need punctuation, Chartel. Get banned on YouTube. Film what? Film what? Celsius. I realized that only within the last 10 days, always -12 degrees in our hall and -15 degrees in the lounge. In the lounge. I realized that only. So you thought it was Fahrenheit? I mean, I'm used to the Celsius. The thing about Fahrenheit is there are twice as many numbers in the Fahrenheit collection, and so you can tell the difference between 68 and 70. You can tell the difference between 85 and 86 and 88 maybe. Dartmouth is not so cold today. Only 30 people died. Yeah, you can believe that. It could get cold, but this country, we're at 51 degrees latitude, whereas New York is at 40. In New York, it snows. But does it snow in Barcelona? No, and it's the same latitude as New York. Fahrenheit does make sense. I mean, it does. It just is. It's a bit. There's a big difference between 3 degrees and 2 degrees in Celsius. There's a big difference. Cold enough to make your nipples like icicles and your balls shrink and recede. Yeah, it can be cold. But it's wintertime. You know me. I don't believe in climate change. I think it's a big, big scam. It's the biggest scam in the entire world is climate change. Because they're spending trillions of dollars trying to stop something that has, number one, no effect. And could even be good. It could even be good. It's such a non-issue. Old baskets live up here, Andy says. Okay. Hold on a second. MC, turn your heating up. Yeah, I got super. This place is so hot. My place is always between 25 and 27 degrees. That's a bit hot. I'm going to buy you a Grecian 2000. Zingo. You will have black hair in a month or two, and half, and I'd look half my age. Is that you're talking to me? Because I just Google Lewis Schaffer with black hair. I colored my hair up until about 10 years ago, and it was a mistake. I'm way more attractive now with gray hair. That's why we use 0.5 degrees too. Well, that makes it just more complicated, Kermit says. But I don't hear people going, it's 2.5 degrees. I never hear that said. I never hear that said. I keep mine around 69. The truth is, because this flat is owned by the council, and because it's owned by the council, they want to fill it with people that they get apartments. You know what? Who told me, Joodles? Did you tell me to get some? You know what I have? I'm going to show you what else I got. So I'm walking in Peckham, and I went into a shop, and they said that I said, "Do you have a kind of a mixed furniture? Not furniture, office, not office, mixed kitchen stuff. Pots and pans and stuff." I'll be right back. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to want to see this. I don't know if you want to see this, but this huge bag was given to me by the store owner there. The store owner. And look what he has. Look what it is. Can you see how big that is? Can you see how big that is? My son is thinking, "Oh my God, my father is basically it's look what it is." Can you see that? It's bubble wrap. I don't even know I'm taking it apart. I'm going to take it apart and fold it up. But it's bubble wrap. I guess when people buy it, they don't. It comes wrapped in bubble, it comes wrapped in bubble, but they don't know what to do with it. More shite for you. More shite for me to send stuff out when I mail stuff to people. When you buy something, when you go to Lewis Schaffer, you go to Nunhead Man. You know, the vintage store that I have. It's got all sorts of stuff. I don't know whether you find it interesting. If you don't think that the price is right, just tell me. Just say, Lewis, I think that's a bit. I'm going to buy it. I want to buy it, but can you give me a break? I listen to it on your I listen to you on the stream, and I'll go, oh yeah, okay, take a pound off, take 2 pounds off. You know, just you got to say you love me though. You got to say you love me. This is a lot of bubble wrap. It's not super thick bubble wrap. It's not super thick, but it is bubble wrap. I think I've got to use a lot of bubble wrap. Irony is being harmed by bubble wrap or cotton wool. Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be a fantastic way to die, having it stuffed down your throat or something. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. After the show's over, I'm going to go out and I'm going to go walk around town and see what people have thrown out. And exercise a little bit. I haven't been a good boy today. I had the bagel. And I had a let's see, any G-strings in your vintage? No, I have them in my own collection. Should I say I can't? I'm not allowed to sell the underwear because it doesn't have the tags on it. It doesn't have the tags. Should it have that? Should it have the tags? Should it have the tags? Who else has a vintage? Claire has a vintage shop. Do you guys have vintage shops? I recommend it. All right. So this has been a good show. Has it been a good show? I've enjoyed having you here. Okay. I'm gonna just tell you how many people have been listed. Have you all liked the stream? I don't think you have. There's lots of people who don't like the stream. Can I ask a question? Why don't you like the stream? Why can't you just like it? I told him 30 meters was 8 pounds on Amazon Coffee, and he decided it was far too dear. Yeah, I don't have a job. Joodles, number one. I don't have a job. Am I wrong for going into a shop? I was going to buy it from the shop. You know, I don't like Amazon. There's something about it. I can't use it anymore. I can't use Amazon anymore. I should use it, but thank you very much. You were a big help to me, Joodles. A big help. But look, you can't see how much of this stuff I have now. I got so much bubble wrap. And these are like bags. These aren't even like bits of pieces that need to be cut. They all have hollow interior on it. I think I looked a certain way. Thank you for thinking that I blagged for it. I didn't blag for it, but the guy said he doesn't have it, and then his boss said, "Go in the back," in whatever language it was, Afghani or something, or Arabic, whatever it was. He said, "Go in the back and give him a free stuff." And I shook his hand, and he seemed so genuinely happy. He was so genuinely happy. Basically, where are we here? How do I get this thing here? Yeah, so I was happy with that. I got it for free. I've got so much bubble wrap now. and it's going to just make more of a mess. And my son is he's going to be very unhappy with me. He's going to be very unhappy. Anyway, this has been a great show. Who can say what the top number of people watching this show was? And not watching at any one time. At any one time. What's the top number? I'll maybe give you. I'll give you a chance to guess. I'll give you a chance to guess. Oh, that's not right. Hold on one sec. Okay. So far, we've had 150 people viewing this. Okay. Stop, Lewis. I have a bubble wrap fetish. I think we all do. Chartel says 36. The top number, which occurred at 6:20, was 37. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay. And we've had 150 watching the stream. 150. Mostly, we've been over 30 most of the show. We've been over 30. So you guys have been amazing. I think this has been, I don't know if it's been a good show. I was yelling about the president, but I wasn't yelling about bad things. Or maybe I was. Maybe people were upset. The Venezuelans in America are happy about it. They're really happy. They needed saving. Did you see that video, producer? Uh-huh. Yeah. Did you see the video of all of the Venezuelans being so happy? It's a good sign. Go to the pub with the producer and watch the darts. I promise you'll enjoy it. Do you want to go watch the darts, producer? Do you want to go to the pub and have a drink with your father? You don't drink. You drink like I don't drink either. I don't drink. Do you drink? I don't think you drink. You drink occasionally. You're like your father. You drink and you have a bit too much. Is that right? No. When I say too much, I'm not saying like your brother. I'm saying you have too much. But you have too much. You started off angry and have calmed down. It's usually the other way around. Yeah, that's true. That could be true. It could be true. I've calmed down. I think the show is, we're really doing a good job here with this show. You guys have been really good. It's always good to see Joodles. It's good to see Joodles. So thank you, Joodles, for being here. Thank you for being here. Saturday night, we're not going to do a late show. We'll resume to our schedule next week. We'll have a better idea of what our schedule will be next week. What do you want to do next week? Do you want to do a late show? Maybe we should do a late show like 4 nights a week or something, or 3 nights a week. What do you think? What do you think about that? Should we do it 3 nights? He calms down when he gets on his vintage hobby. Yeah, it's a little bit of a hobby. And what's good about it is I am a hoarder, as we've discussed. Most people are hoarders. And so, as a hoarder, anytime I've gotten rid of something where I'm happy to get rid of something because I've gotten paid, I feel really happy. How about you just stream at all hours of the day and night, and we tune in when we feel like it? I would do that. I do enjoy this, but it is also a lot of work. And so it is work. I know it doesn't seem like work, It just seems like some guy. I mean, I think to myself, I need to pay more attention. More attention. Look at this. I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing, basically. Or anything that's got hot gossips, the dancers in it. Lewis is like Uncle Bulgaria. It's cute. Who is Uncle Bulgaria? I never heard of that. Uncle Bulgaria. can't believe I bought all. I didn't buy it. I was giving it to her. It was like brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I sold another cardboard box today. People love cardboard boxes. Well, they need it. They used to give it away. They used to give away cardboard boxes for free. Now they throw them out, especially in my recycling area. It's like all thrown out stuff. They just, I mean, they basically made my estate the drop off point for the entire neighborhood, which is wrong. Lots more people identifying as cats. Cats love empty boxes. Yeah, who doesn't love empty boxes? Paul Yoward calls it the Lewis Truman Show. Could take off. Could do that. I mean, I didn't think, when we started this thing, I didn't think we were actually going to have, it was going to work. Whether it works or not, I think it does it work. I hope it works. I sell Apple and RuneQuest. What is RuneQuest? You know what that is, producer? RuneQuest. All right, so that's been our show. Let me just thank everybody. Let me just thank the top people who's the top chat people. Can I thank you all? Let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready to see who the winners are? On the list, 29 people are on the list. So a lot of people, they haven't said anything, like Darklands, but you've been there the entire time. Thank you, Darklands. Alex, Girl from Mars. These are the girls. I love the girls. Is it awkward that I say I love the girls? Do you think I'm being creepy and pervy? Pervy. I am. If you came to my house, you said, Lewis, I got to do you. I love you so much. I won't tell anybody. I would do you. If you're thinnish, if you're trying to be thinner, if you like talking about food, whatever. I would do you. Whatever. Unless I would do you. North is here. Hello, North. Gary Warren, he was here in the beginning of the show. Julian. Mark Therosian, he's such a big rock hard member of this team. Donna Aylesbury, I always agree with Donna. We had a nice agreement today. Birdseye, another pretty girl, I assume, yeah. Ron Smith, Vatanai. Toxic Goyhole. Okay, Toxic Goyhole. It's a funny name. Andrew Rubin. Beautiful Princess Joe. Fantastic. Claire also beautiful. Joodles, 3 in a row. Joodles is at 12. You're at 12. You didn't say much today, but you did say enough, and you were there. You were listening to Lewis Schaffer. I don't know whether you like me as much as I'd like you to like me, but I think you like me. But Hugh Janice, Chartel, look at beautiful Chartel, beautiful. Paul Yoward, he sent me a picture of what he looked like. He was very alluring when he was young. Very alluring. He looks horrible now, but if you lose weight, get a nice haircut, you'd look great. Not that I've got a good haircut, but a nice haircut. Thank you, Paul. Zingo, beautiful Zingo. Love you. Ruben. Alan Williams is number 6. That's so high. MC Scott, he's one of those, he's like Manchester or Arsenal or Chelsea. He's always up in the top. Mr. Cuff, same thing. Always a participant. And number 3 is, now this is the top 3. Are you ready for the top 3? The top 3 is Andy. Yay, he's number 3. And then there's handsome porn film director, Hi-Ho Kermit. A round of applause for Hi-Ho Kermit. And then finally, Gnome Hunter is number 1. Congratulations, Gnome Hunter. Or as we used to call him, Blackadder, but he's called something else. If I haven't mentioned your name and you want me to mention your name, Chartel, just tell me, Birdseye, if I mentioned it before. Just say, hey, what about me? What am I, chopped liver? Creepy and pervy or insincere? One or the other. Why can't I be both at the same time? I'm a bit insincere. But if you come to my house, Joodles, and say, I want to do you, I'm a huge fan of Lewis Schaffer, I will do you. I will do you. Osmond Streams will be good tonight for sure. Probably it will be. It will be good. Cheers, Lewis. You are a goat, which means the greatest of all time. Goat used to be an insult. People were goat. They were called the team goat. Runes are Vikings. Okay, I did not remember that. I didn't remember that, but thank you, Ruben. So thank you, everybody here. Let me see if I forgot anybody. I don't think I have. But if I have, I'm going to keep the stream running for 2 more minutes. And you can write down your name. So go down below and write down. Write down. Say, what about me? What am I, chopped liver? And then I will go, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay? So there we go. Chartel, we love you. I love you, Chartel. We're all filled with love. I knew a guy who was creepy but persistent. He got lots of poon as he persisted. He always tried. Yeah, and that's the way to be successful in life. I'm just grabbing my keys, Cuffy. Off to the darts. I'm off to oh, forget the F the darts. Okay. I'm waiting for you, Joodles. I'm waiting for you. I mean, even if you come late, I can't sleep anymore, so I'm going to be happy to see you. I'm going to be happy to see you, Joodles. Okay, so there we go. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will see you. I will see you tomorrow, Sunday at 6. Will you be here tomorrow? Tomorrow at 6. Tomorrow at 6. Big kiss. I blow it to you.